Hey everybody, good Tuesday to you. And I'm here in Orlando, still not feeling much from Hurricane Dorian. It's still off coast. It's going to get worse as the day goes on. But we're now getting our first footage out of the Abacos in the Bahamas, and it's unbelievable. Credit where credit's due. The Abaco Island footage comes from WX Chasing, and they went down to the Bahamas and they jumped in a helicopter in hurricane force winds, then went back to Nassau and were able to upload this, and just behold the devastation here. It is unbelievable. Show me where the roads are. What are we looking at here? This is not tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars. This is likely hundreds of billions of dollars. See shipping containers in the mix here that have now piled up. There is just absolute devastation on these once beautiful islands. And you can see only a few structures and homes remain intact. And even though they look like they were something that has escaped the chaos and catastrophe here, if you look closer, even those are damaged. Even these homes down here, flooding is unbelievable. It's like one street there where houses don't look too bad. All of the foliage, the trees, it's all stripped clear. You can see the storm surge has just devastated this area. It is wild, and the amount of damage done here is impossible to overstate. So let's keep the Bahamas in our minds. Let's keep what we're looking at here fresh in our mind, so that as soon as the storm goes by, we can help these people out. We won't get anything near what they're getting here. Look at these homes. Look at this destruction. Now, I'm going to tell you, I just heard from somebody who has a house out in the Abacos, and they said many of these houses in here, in the place where tourists or people who aren't Bahamian buy property, they're incredibly expensive, multi-million-dollar homes. And there's somebody who I know through a friend who had one of those houses, and they of course left the island, and their neighbors did not. And their neighbors, about halfway through the storm, decided there was nothing left. They had to go somewhere. And they went down the street to the highest ground they could find. They had to wade through water to get there. And when they got to this high ground, they discovered the house that they went to go to was missing walls and was barely intact. They're telling stories, and this is unconfirmed, but I'm hearing stories that they're going around with school buses and filling them with the bodies of the people they're finding. And looking at this footage, it doesn't seem far from accurate. So keep these folks in your mind, please. And we'll keep an eye on what's going on with Hurricane Dorian.